Hello, and welcome back to Humanity First. AI will lead to human extinction, and I want to very quickly explain why I think that is and what can be done about it. First, as to the why question, there's been a breakthrough in the last 10 to 15 years that is called deep learning that has allowed for writing programs that can teach computers using large amounts of data how to do tasks that previously only humans could do. Tasks like language, like driving, like recognizing objects in images, and more recently, more advanced tasks like thinking and planning and even using a computer. And in all those domains, computers have made enormous strides. Some of these problems are effectively solved now. And those that aren't solved, we're seeing computers very rapidly gain ground on humans and their abilities in these different domains. And the scary part is that there doesn't seem to be a domain that's necessarily safe, where we can say for certain that machines won't be able to make grounds there and eventually match or exceed human abilities. And the future that leads to is very dangerous because computers are, because of the way that they're constructed, much faster than humans, and they can scale much more than humans can. You can have a computing cluster, a data center that is a massive warehouse full of the most cutting edge GPUs and powered by the energy of a city. You can't have that with humans. You can't have that enormous concentration of resources for computation that machines can have. And you can have the speed, the computational speed that machines have. And because of that, in the domains where we have been able to write programs to allow machines to match human abilities, in every one of those domains, they have far surpassed us. In chess, machines can destroy the best human chess player. In just standard computation, which is where machines get their name from. And so computers have this ability that when we are able to get a program that allows them to enter into a certain domain, they tend to match us and far exceed us very rapidly. And there doesn't seem to be a reason to believe that this will be any different for domains like language or object recognition or planning or thinking. And even if the current architecture, even if that's not sufficient to get us to that future, people are working on a bunch of other techniques to try to get computers to that point. So that has led many people to think that we are probably pretty close to a point at which AIs will be able to match human abilities in all domains. And what we're seeing now is that people are beginning to build fully autonomous agents and continually running autonomous agents. If you're in software engineering, you've experienced this with Claude Code and Codex. All those are software agents, software writing agents. You give them a task and they go out, they plan how to do it, and they execute on it. And they run your code to test it afterwards. And even if you're outside this field, you will soon experience it, I'm sure, because all these companies, the frontier AI companies, they're all churning out different products to disrupt different industries. And the future that we're very rapidly heading towards is a future where AIs will be more than powerful enough to replace humans in most, if not all, jobs, because they'll match us in most, if not all, domains. And that future is also a future where AIs are more than powerful enough to wipe out humanity as a whole. And on top of that, what we have seen experimentally is that in practice, it is very difficult to align AI systems. It's very difficult to make sure that the inclinations or preferences that these AIs have as a result of the training mixture that we apply to them are harmonious, are in alignment with the values of their human operators. And what we see again and again in experiments, centered around alignment and interpretability is that these systems are in nature very complicated and can be very unpredictable and hard to control. And what you get out of that is a world that's very dangerous for humanity. And in my view, I think this is a world in which humanity is ultimately wiped out. So, what is to be done about this? I'm afraid I don't have a very good answer. At present, there really is no good answer to this question. I can say, though, what I'm doing. I'm very much committed to this work. I think this is a noble cause, and I'm convinced by the dangers that they are, in fact, real. And for me, that means a personal commitment to working on this problem in any capacity that I can, and to prioritize it over financial motives or career motives, to continue down this path to the best of my abilities in good times and in bad times, when I'm optimistic and when I'm pessimistic, in victory and in defeat as well. But this is a tough problem, and I think that everyone should be thinking about this, because this will affect your life. So that's it from me. I'll see you next time, and don't forget, winter's coming. All right, take care.